Me and my big ideas. I think, like a lot of YouTubers, you are presented with situations that they think that can turn into a cool video. And well, me and my family went on a Royal Caribbean cruise last week in the Eastern Caribbean, and one of the stops is Royal Caribbean's private island of Labadee in Haiti. Now, one of the notable features of Labadee is the Dragon zip line. This is a nearly 2,000-foot long zip line that runs along the private beach and has just an unbelievable view of the ship and the coastline and the water. Now, when you go down this thing, you move along at speeds of about 40 to 45 miles an hour. And I thought to myself, what an amazing opportunity to catch some really cool footage with the Smooth 4 and show off its capabilities at the same time. Let's just say that things didn't go quite as planned, and the result was kind of comical, but I thought I would show you what happened anyway. So take a look. Hey guys, Darren Miles with Darren Miles Photography, and normally I'm based in beautiful sunny Southwest Florida, but not today. Today I'm actually on a cruise with my family, and we are on the private Caribbean island of Labadee, which is Royal Caribbean's private island here in the Caribbean. It's actually just north, or actually I think it's actually part of Haiti. But anyway, the reason why I'm recording or bringing my Smooth 4 with me today is because I have this really cool thing called the Dragon's Breath zip line. It's something like 2,000 feet long, and it's a zip line from the top of the mountain all the way down to the coast. You get to fly over the beach on the way down. And I want to bring my Smooth 4 with me on this video. And this is the kind of stuff that you can do with a cool cinematic device like the Smooth 4. So I'm going to take this thing out onto the island. I'm going to go on that zip line. I'm going to have this with me. It's going to be a great time, and I'm looking forward to filming it. So let's check it out.
This is gonna be
How excited are you?
exciting enough.
Yeah?
Jacked up.
Okay, if you are pregnant, the zip line's definitely a no-go. If you have caps and sunglasses, that's alright. When you go down the zip line, just make sure you have your glasses on your head. And if you have peaks on, just turn them around the other way. They should be fine. But saying that, you can see if you do drop anything going down the zip line, it's gone forever.
Okay, wait a second. Did you just hear that? If something falls off the zip line and lands in the water, it's gone for good. So now I'm risking my Smooth 4, my cell phone, my GoPro, and possibly my hat. This is looking a little bit more risky than I first anticipated.
We're never going to find it again. That's ocean and jungle.
We then made the short walk over to the test track, also known as the Baby Dragon. This is a short zip line that kind of gets you ready for the big zip line. It's only about 300 feet long.
He knows.
Everybody ready?
So after the test run on the Baby Dragon, we then boarded an open air transport, which took us across the beach and out of the resort and then up this really steep hill. It felt like the truck was stuck in first gear the whole way up.
What engine do you think is in that car?
I think diesel.
So we are very, very close to getting on the zip line. Okay, we're next. Now, when you get on this platform, this thing suddenly looks so much higher than it did from when you were on the beach. The platform is 500 feet up in the air, and even the cruise ship from this vantage point actually looks small. So now the adrenaline's pumping, my heart's beating a little bit faster, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm feeling a little bit nervous at this point.
We are. Okay, he's about to pull my cord, and I'm about to race down at about 45, 50 miles an hour on this thing. You'll note that one of the requirements, because it was so windy, I had to make sure that the Smooth 4 was somehow attached to me physically. So what I did is I took the tripod and the bottom of the Smooth 4, and I put my lanyard in between them, and that's how I made a physical connection between the Smooth 4 and my personal self. As you'll learn, this wasn't the best method of securing the Smooth 4.
Hit it!
So up until this point, everything was going great, but then something bad happened.
Wow. Thank you, sir. Sure. Yes. Okay, Max, look at me. How cool is that? You guys have a good time?
Yeah.
So what happened was, when we get up there, we were informed that the winds were very high. The winds were actually kind of whipping at like 25 miles an hour coming in off the coast, and the zip line runs right along the coast. What they teach you is that you take two positions. One where you hold the zip line harness like this, and you cross your legs and you kind of lay out flat like this. They told us we couldn't do that. We had to go in just this position and hold on the whole time. So you can probably imagine trying to hold the Smooth 4 through this harness and trying to catch footage while holding on for dear life at the same time, while managing a 40-mile-an-hour speed and 20-mile-an-hour winds. I was subjecting the Smooth 4 to winds of about 60 miles an hour between the wind and the speed of the zip line. So it was fighting. It was going left and right, and I was battling to keep it straight the whole time while trying to hold on. And it comes up really fast. The ending of that ride, or that zip line, came up really quick, and I had to get into the brace position because you don't slow down with this one. You kind of slam right into the brakes. And what they told me was that I had to attach, or whatever camera I had to be physically attached to me. So what I did is I kind of jerry-rigged the tripod to the Smooth 4 via my lanyard, which is that device that holds your card key. And I kind of screwed it on through the hole, so I had it like this, so I was kind of limited with the amount of space that I could use. So anyway, when I arrived at that point, I was holding on while this thing was attached to my lanyard. When I stopped short, the lanyard pulled, snapped this thing away, and everything kind of just went sideways. Fortunately, I managed to hold on to my Smooth 4. It still works miraculously, but the base is definitely not working. And the resulting footage was okay, but again, we learned from our mistakes. I had a GoPro on my head. Fortunately, that caught most of the footage. It also caught what happened at the end. But the bottom line is the Smooth still works, and I can still use it, but I don't have a tripod, so sorry, Xeon. And by the way, this video is sponsored by Xeon, even though this may not be the best video to show, but by the same token, I think it goes to show what can happen if you try to push the limits of your gear, and when you put yourself in a situation that may not have been the best idea in the world, and I just had to try. So anyway, Hope you liked the video, and I'll have more future Xeon tips and tricks coming up here shortly. So I'm Darren Miles Photography, based here in beautiful sunny Southwest Florida. And until the next time, happy filming.